Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Bubblegum Reviews. My name is Steve, and tonight's review will be on the movie here next to me. We have The Accountant with Ben Affleck, J.K. Simmons, John Lithgow, and John Brethenall, the guy that plays Shane from Walking Dead. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name just yet. I'll get it eventually. He's a good actor. A little quick summary into this is Ben Affleck is an accountant for some pretty bad dudes. He ends up getting hired by a company to find out why their money keeps going missing. Once he finds out, they hire somebody to have him and his associate that was working with him on the project killed. He takes that personally and decides to go after those people. And along the way, finds some pretty shocking things. So, first thing about this was Ben Affleck's performance is pretty good, but he was not, in my opinion, the right person for said role. This movie, it felt like he was doing his best Jack Reacher / John Wick impersonation. J.K. Simmons was my favorite in this. The one thing that I think probably my favorite scene was the plot twist that you find out. Those are probably the best parts in this. The first one was definitely the best. And it was funny too, because when I found out, when I was it was probably 5 minutes before they actually happened. And I was just like, wait a minute. So that was good. I'm glad it wasn't something I found out an hour before and was like, well, this is kind of stupid. But overall, this is a very entertaining movie. Pretty good, solid. The start of the movie seemed a little slow and dull, and then it started to pick up, and then it kind of it went from there. Obviously, the ending, the very end was a little okay, but it was a little heartfelt, I guess. Whatever, but yes. This movie, definitely, I would recommend. It felt a lot like the movie Shooter. So, why I say that is because in Shooter, with Mark Wahlberg, he gets framed for assassinating like a diplomat or a mayor or something, and they frame him, and so he goes after the people responsible. Same kind of scenario here, which this one was better done, like a lot better done, I should say. I mean, I liked both of them. The other one had a good cast. This one had a good cast, but Shooter was pretty there was just, I remember a few scenes and I was like, cheesy. The soundtrack in this was pretty good. Well, the score, I should say. But overall, yeah, I've been looking forward to this movie to watch it for a while, and I had it on my watch list, and this is like my first actual opportunity to watch it, thanks to a pretty tremendous purchase I made. And so as I kind of read more reviews up to it, then I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to like this. But yeah, this is definitely worth a watch in my opinion. So director in this, we have Gavin O'Connor, who also has done the movie Warrior, the Miracle movie with Kurt Russell, and Pride and Glory. The first two I liked. The third one, it's a cheesy cop film. I didn't really care for it last time I remember watching it. IMDb gave this a 7.3 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 52%. Dog Bones gave it a 7.5 out of 10. For numerous reasons why. The cast, the movie itself was actually really good, aside from the first part. So, yeah. But anyways, if you haven't seen it, like I said, I'd recommend it. Box office, 155.2 million on a budget of 44, so it made 111.2 million back in 2016. I got to start looking at like what other movies came out that year, so I can be like, well, that's why it didn't do good, because it had to compete with this. But I mean, that's during different times of the year. Either way, but yeah. So, anyways, my interesting fact on this was the Action Comics #1 in the safe that he opened. There was that comic, that one comic book right there. in mint condition can sell for up to $4 million. That's insane. That is so crazy to me. Like, we're in a time right now where there's sports cards, comics, movies that they can go for insane prices, like insane prices. So yeah, that's that. And let me just kind of dribble off there with the movies part. So I know I always tell you guys check out my eBay. I mean it more now than ever. So behind my computer right here, I got about 16. Yesterday I sold 14 box sets. I bought a purchase the other day, and I've been the past 2 or 3 days I've been sitting there clicking these things onto my eBay account. As I've been clicking, they have literally been selling, and these aren't like $3 to $5. This stuff behind me, $40, 45s, yada yada yada. I actually have one for 250 on there, and I got an offer of 200. So, if you're into shows, trust me, I got stuff. I got stuff like Airwolf. I got shows that are like BBC shows from back in the day. I got a lot of hard to find shows on here. So trust me, I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I'm just letting you know. If you're into that stuff, and I still have 5 or 6 cases that I haven't even opened up and looked inside yet. One of them I just opened and I took like 10 shows out of it, and it's full of like complete series, seasons, and whatnot. And half of the stuff is still brand new. So just letting you know. But anyways, like and subscribe. Check out my letterbox. Check out my eBay. Definitely check it out. I'm serious. I'm serious. And you guys have hope you guys had a happy holiday and a good new year. I will see you guys next time. And if you're still here, Cover Up will be my next movie. Dolph Lundgren, Lou Gossett Jr. All right.